Okay, I seem to be in that um, dream catching stage in regards to my medication. Um, it took me a while to figure out a good way to actually describe it, but last week I finally figured out a way to say it. It's as if when you wake up and you're trying to remember your dreams. Well, they're really hard. That's the worst time to try to remember dreams, is because for whatever reason your mind doesn't want you to. Well, it's kind of like what happens when I'm on medication. And I get to a point where the drugs are still affecting me physiologically. I can still feel the sensation in my brain. I can still feel the sensation in my brain. I can kind of feel the sort of energy that's been given to me, but the focus effect seems to just disappear whenever. I mean, it's not that it disappears, obviously. I mean, it slowly disappears. It goes away. I mean, I get to focus every now and then, but when I'm on my medication, it allows me to be more focused, and then I can take care of a lot of stuff. Because I'm very mood-oriented in the way I go about things, though, I tend to do stuff I want to do instead of perhaps doing things I should do. So sometimes sometimes that can get in the way of personal progress, whether it's cleaning my apartment or running errands, things of that nature. It does help me get those things done, and if I didn't have the medication, I wouldn't be able to get them done the way that I do. I'd put them off until the very fucking end, and I mean, I still do it anyway to some degree, but at least I have more focus when doing these things. And so, it's frustrating sometimes to not be able to hang on to these ideas. I mean, you can hear it in the pauses if you're actually listening to this whole thing, and if I haven't edited the whole thing out. But just now I thought it's kind of like when, like a cop, if he broke down on the highway or something, and for whatever reason nothing can be repaired. Well, because the situation in the real world with a cop is he would be getting back up pretty quickly. Well, it's kind of the same way when it comes to my mind. It's kind of broken down right now, and I'm watching all these fuckers drive by me at 90 miles an hour, and I can't do shit. I can't see their license plate number. I can't, I could maybe say, okay, there was a black Honda Accord that just drove by going really fucking fast. Maybe I get my radar going, but it doesn't mean anything because I can't see shit. I can't stop and follow them or anything. And because so many of them are coming by, there are a lot of things that are really similar, and so I can't stop them all. Just like a cop can't stop all those cars. So I can't identify any of them because I can see them coming by. There's a basic idea of what it is that this thought is, but then it flies right past me and I can't do shit about it until I get back up. Well, with a cop, his backup is, another car, obviously, and he either gets towed or he gets another car or some bullshit, whatever, but, his situation, he's got the ability to call in backup, would probably be there in a few minutes, let's say 15 minutes at the most. Well, that's a really long time for a cop. So, for me, maybe that 15 minutes is pretty much the same 15 minutes. It feels like a really long time for me when everything finally settles down. Now, granted, I'm not back on the beat in this situation when the drugs are finally kicked off. I am to my normal self where I ain't got shit for going on in my head. I mean, thoughts, if they exist, just simply disappear. I mean, they don't even make themselves known. And, it's all running off of spontaneity at that point. It's, hey, do I want it? No, fuck it. So, in a way, obviously the analogy doesn't last, but the dream state thing, it's very foggy, and it's really only that particular area where the psychological focus effects are still kind of lingering, but they're not completely gone. But because they're not in the full force that they were previous to that, I get really no benefit from it. It's actually a really frustrating time for me when when I'm on my down, if you will, when I'm coming down, because I get fucking nothing done. This is where I guess the zombie situation comes into play. It's, oh hey, what am I doing? Where am I going? Oh yeah, I was doing, wait, no, that's not it. And so I'm just like going back and forth, and nothing is getting accomplished because I can't get anything accomplished. Because normal situation would be, okay, I got this idea, whatever, and then I go off and I start doing it, and then I get distracted by something else, and I just slowly progress into that, and that's it. And I completely forget about the other thing that I was doing. In this case, it's more like, okay, I'm in the middle of doing something, blah, 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 this thing is distracting me, etc. Oh, wait, no, I was doing the other thing, I gotta go back there and do that. By the time I get in there, I'm like, wait, was it that I was gonna do this, or wait, I had to do something in there earlier, and so it's like this fucking back and forth tennis match, and it's really, really frustrating to deal with this. And I wanted to put it on audio because maybe it would give me something to focus on and actually put my thoughts into words finally. And I don't know what I'll do with this. Maybe I'll put it on the internet, maybe I won't. I don't care. But those are my thoughts on that. So have fun with that.